So you guys were just talking about Alien?
Yeah.
Well, Prometheus.
Well, we were talking about Rogue One.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I mean, the joke is that Alien and Prometheus are the same movie, right?
It's the prequel.
That's the joke.
Prequel.
What? Shut up. I'm embarrassed.
Oh my god, it was the funniest article I've ever read in my entire life.
I watched a couple of compilation videos on YouTube. I've got it all figured out.
You're listening to the No Big Banana Podcast.
Welcome back to the No Big Banana Podcast. My name is Charles.
My name is Prometheus.
My name's Cody.
They're the same movie, dude. This is my only beef with the Alien movies.
I guess now in
I
retrospect,
get it.
thinking
it's
about
the
it,
same
I'm like,
movie
yeah.
every fucking movie.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's
like
a formula not meant to fail.
Hold on, let me guess.
Okay, Aliens 2 and Aliens 3, yes.
Prometheus was the same
Prometheus
as
was just
Alien.
a reimagining of Alien, sure, yeah.
Let me guess. They were on their way to do something,
Yeah.
and they got taken off course. That they didn't
I mean, you could
know.
simplify any movie like that, though.
They meant to
You know
go
what I
to
mean?
the
Like,
planet.
Okay.
Okay, so Star Wars.
Well, they say there's
this
only
boy
there's
who's
only seven
chosen.
stories.
There's
I
this
know.
boy who's chosen, and then it turns out that he's got superpowers, and that he's destined, and then he decides that he's not going to follow destiny, and then shit ensues. Like,
They're called midichlorians.
whatever. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, like, yes,
Wasn't
you
that-
are correct.
By the
but
way, is that not the most retcon shit that's ever fucking happened
the
in
yeah, the most
history?
retcon and then
Yeah.
retcon. I also, dude, I actually like thinking back on it. I feel bad for the first 3 Star Wars movies. I feel bad because it's like it had the best storyline, but like you just have like because of the limitations of the time, all of this Star Wars, like all of the lightsaber fights, are just like tink, tink, tink,
Yeah.
tink, and it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
that kind of sucks. But
It's like
I'm
the.
gonna go ahead and turn off.
That's
my
what's
phone.
nice about it, though. It's nice to watch it because it's original.
Oh, for
You're
sure.
Like, you know, this is it. There's not a lot of special effects going on here.
I mean,
Oh yeah, dude. Even the remastered ones are so like.
Yeah.
When they went back and did when they did the box set,
Yeah.
the VHS box set in the
Yeah.
'90s, that one's weird.
Because they added a bunch of like CGI monsters. And
Right.
Shit.
Well, they
and then the
stuff in there.
they added
tattoo
shit in
of
like
them.
1998, and
Yeah.
it's like, hey guys, like the claymation tauntaun, like it doesn't look as cool as you think it does.
Yeah.
Like you're better off with the original in the '70s. Like,
You know what still holds up for me to this day? Evil Dead and Army of Darkness.
Oh yeah.
I will never get tired of those movies.
dude,
I
Ash
love Evil
is
Dead.
my boy, dude.
He's the
Did
best.
you watch the
Give me some
Showtime
sugar,
show?
baby.
The what?
Did you watch Ash versus Evil Dead?
I
The
haven't.
Showtime show.
I haven't watched it yet either.
It's good. It got canceled, so prepare for it to just end abruptly.
It's one of those
after the
things
third
that like
season.
I've always had in the back of my head that I know that I want to watch, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
And
Oh,
I'll
I
say,
understand. Yeah,
that
I
each
feel the
season
same
has
way.
a different director. The first and second season are really good, and like second season's a little bit more comical. First season's a little bit more horror, but still Ash.
Sure, yeah.
What do you think the best zombie movie is?
Evil Dead.
I would say 28
For me.
Days Later for me.
28 Days Later and Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could decide. There's some that I really enjoyed. I
I wouldn't
liked-
really call Evil Dead a
Well,
zombie
even
movie.
yeah, okay. If we're gonna go with the zombie movie,
Like, we're talking like George A. Romero style zombies. The only reason why I say 28 Days Later is because it redefined the way that the zombies operate.
Oh, well, yeah, it created rage zombies.
Yeah.
Which is like a whole nother nightmare.
Right.
It is.
So like it just kind of took it up to 11.
Did 28 Days Later? Yes, it came out before 30 Days a Night.
yeah,
30 Days a Night was vampires.
That was vampires.
Yeah,
Yeah,
30 Days a Night.
That was still a good
Vampires in
movie, though.
Alaska.
You
That
know what
was
other vampire movie I
good.
liked? Let the Right One In.
Not
Never
familiar.
saw that one?
No.
It's like there's this little girl, but she's like a vampire. She's got like this dude assistant. I just remember seeing like the original one, like it's like a international movie, and like the dude, like after he gets caught, like pours acid all over his face. That way they can't like distinguish him or some shit. It's fucked. But like, and then the main character just becomes the next version of that, and she just always has like a partner around with her that like brings people to her and stuff.
Vampires kind of lost their appeal for me after True Blood.
I
That
feel that.
show left a bad taste in my mouth because the first season was so good, and then the second season was pretty damn cool, and then the third season was like, all right, well, it's okay. Maybe this is our
Kinda
two
felt that way about
towers. Maybe this
Dexter.
is the lull. And then season 4 came out. I watched one episode and was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Goodbye. I don't know what you've done to this show,
Yeah.
but
I'd
I don't
say
know, like-
recently a good zombie movie is Train to Busan, the Korean one.
I haven't seen it.
that
That's a good
sounds
one.
familiar.
Yeah, I've
It's a
heard the
really
name,
good one.
but I haven't seen it.
Is it new? Is it on
I think it's
Netflix?
Yeah, I think it's 2016 or so.
Okay.
Is it on
It's
Netflix?
newer.
I think that might be where I've seen it.
It's very good. It's like they have to go across Korea, and the last like stronghold is Busan, so that's where the train station they're trying to get to. And every train station they come to, the whole like city is just like overrun by zombies and everything, and then the infection ends up getting on the train. So then it goes like, it's kind of like Snowpiercer, goes like a cabin by cabin scenario, and like they're trying to lock people out, and like they get into confrontations with other people, and they're stuck on a train going through an apocalypse, like a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
I just when you were talking about trains, and of course because it's me, it reminded me of this anime, but like I really hate
Bakino?
No. It actually I
The
wish
rail chaser?
the guys who did Attack on Titan. First of all, Attack on Titan had the same problem. I have the same problem with it that you had with True Blood.
Yeah.
It's like first season I was like, fuck yeah. Second season I was like, this is okay. Third season I was like, I'm not really feeling this anymore.
Yeah.
And then like they did another one. I forget the name of it. It's pretty much just Attack on Titan, but with trains.
So there's giant trains trying
No,
to
it's like zombies, but they've got like this weird like they've got like a cage around their heart or something. So you have to like develop a weapon to actually like pierce the heart to get to them. So like a really sturdy version of a zombie, but like
That would be kind of cool though if there was an anime about giant trains trying to kill people.
I'm sure there is.
yeah, there's got to be
Probably.
if not at least a hentai about it.
I think there's 10,000 I saw. There's like 10,000 anime.
oh at least yeah.
That's fucking bananas.
Well, I mean the genre blew up, man.
Yeah.
Like it's now like not just a thing where it's
an
like, oh yeah,
international thing.
dude, you have to watch the English dub version of
Not Tower of God,
no, don't,
because that is not good. Tried that.
Oh, did you really?
Not very good.
I believe it.
Well,
you also get
immediately
attached
I
to the
was
character
turned off by
voices.
Rachel's voice.
Yeah, you get plus like
Off
you get
rip,
attached
I was
to
like,
it's like with Dragon Ball Z, man, because like they have like an old woman who voices Goku.
yeah.
In the Japanese version, and then you have like I forget his name, but you have the American dude Mark, I think his name is, or something like that, and it's like it just sounds wrong because you're used to like this kind of weird like old lady voice for him.
Right.
God damn, I wish I could remember the fucking
I've been
name
slapping
of
that
that show.
Avatar.
Oh, have you
I've
been
on
watching
that
Avatar?
Yeah.
Is it?
The
This is,
Nickelodeon
it's
one?
not.
Mhm.
It's
It's
not
pretty solid.
new, right?
on
It
Netflix.
just
No.
came to Netflix.
Yeah, it just got
I
put on.
didn't really like Legend of Korra. Like
Legend of Korra is okay.
I feel like my problem with Legend of Korra is that like I was really excited because she's just a badass.
She is.
Is
So
that a
fucking
movie?
I like
No,
Toph
it's another
personally.
Zero. Oh yeah, it's Tough
Toph
is
is the fucking
great.
bomb, bro.
Oh, that's what it was. So Legend of Korra is the newer one.
Legend of
Yeah.
Korra is like the sequel, right?
Yeah.
So like it
And
takes
it's not
place.
bad though.
It's not bad,
Not
but
at all.
it takes place after the events of Avatar: Last Airbender. So like Aang, and I forget her name, the girl that's always with them, the waterbending chick. Bloodbending,
Katara.
by the way,
Katara.
fucking terrifying. Okay,
Oh, yeah. Well, why
bloodbending
wouldn't
is
it be?
terrifying. But yeah, they have a daughter. They have some kids and stuff, and then like someone else, all of a sudden, Korra, the next iteration of the Avatar, shows up, and she's just a badass bitch. Like the first time you see her, she's like a little girl, like a toddler, and she just like breaks the wall through, and she's like, "I'm the fucking Avatar!"
Yeah.
It's like lighting shit on fire.
That's why I
and
love
using-
that
yeah.
show. It's
I
like
think,
the humor of that show.
But then
is
she
so
like,
good.
but then it started to become like she needs like a boyfriend, and I was like, she doesn't need a boyfriend. She's
Yeah.
great the way she
Yeah.
is. Like you don't need to.
I
You don't
think,
need to do that.
I don't know what it is for me. I never really. I tried watching it, and
I
I
will
never
admit it was
really
hard
got
for me at
too
first.
into it.
Really?
Yeah, because
think
like
it's so
it
easy
feels
to
like
watch.
such a gentrified version of anime.
It is.
That's what I mean.
very
I
gentrified.
was I really wanted a sub version of
Well,
it, but then I was
I
like,
wanted-
well, can't really do that.
I wanted.
I did watch it with subtitles on though.
Yeah.
I wanted there to be more. I mean, and obviously, they're limited to their audiences on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
but,
Sure, yeah.
But I would have liked. I like that concept in a darker world.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Because, like you just made a point, like bloodbending is
fucking
terrifying.
nightmarish.
Dude, firebending is a nightmare.
Yeah.
But you can only make it so scary in a show that
Right.
you know
I will say
12-year-olds
though,
are watching.
I will say though
So-
that final fight between the Fire Lord and Aang
Yeah.
was just so worth it.
Yeah.
What's the name of his mammoth spider?
His mammoth
It's not a
spider.
mammoth
His,
spider, it's a
his
flying
flying
mammoth.
bison.
Yeah.
Appa.
Yeah.
Appa.
Yeah.
Appa, yeah.
Appa.
That's pretty fucking
Everybody
cool.
wants one of those.
I like
Well,
Appa.
yeah.
Everybody
I
wants
mean,
one of
I mean,
those.
that's the
I don't
shit.
care who you are.
Like,
Everybody wants one of those.
Yeah.
yeah.
You could sleep on it.
It just comes out of
fun.
nowhere.
Fucking
Like,
ride around on it.
what,
Yeah.
what the fuck were they thinking when they
I like how
wrote
the
that?
first thing I thought of is like he's fluffy, so you could sleep on him. It's
Yeah.
like it's a flying goddamn bison.
Well,
But they do. They do it all the time.
Oh yeah, it
like,
looks
they're
so
always
comfortable.
chilling on it.
Although I'm sure it's like hay, where you're like, oh man, that looks really comfortable, and
It's a
like,
little bit
cartoons,
bristly.
and then you're like, god damn, this is itchy.
it'd be pretty fucking cool to have Maples Syrup.
Oh my god! Don't even give me, dude. Syrup.
Syrup the turtle,
Syrup
dude.
is the best character
He's
ever.
the
Fight
shit,
me,
dude. He's so great.
I just love
And
that
then
he's
she's
always
like,
like, turtle.
Syrup, fuck shit up, and
Yeah.
he's like, all right,
Yeah.
it's so cool, dude.
Yeah,
It's the best.
it's yeah,
What we were talking about zombie movies.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need
There's
to figure out
another
the name of
show. There's a
I
show
liked
on Netflix.
Diary of the Dead. Actually, I enjoyed that one a lot.
I can't think of the name of this Netflix show, but it's a Netflix original. It's like Black Monday or something like that.
Yes, no, that's not what it's called. It's called I know what you're talking
It was
about.
a good show, man.
I know they're making
are
a
they?
second season.
Thank
Black
God.
Summer is what
Black
it's
Summer.
called.
That's what it
Yes.
was. Black
yeah,
Summer.
yeah.
You should watch that.
Have you seen
Justin.
that, Justin?
I have not.
That's a good
Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress, I think, is the name of the show that I was talking about.
Oh,
It's got one
cool.
season, and I was like, "This is hype. This is awesome," because it's like just zombie. Like the whole point.
That's what you get for finding what you were talking about.
Yep.
Go ahead. We don't have
No,
to
no,
do the
that's cool.
roles.
The main character, like, he gets bit or whatever. Like, so like the first episode, he like hangs himself.
Oh,
Because he's like, I don't want to
Anime.
turn into
That's
this.
anime.
So he hangs himself, but like he just cuts off the blood circulation so the virus doesn't affect his brain. So he becomes like kind of a hybrid.
That's what I'm gonna do for coronavirus.
oh my God, dude.
Yeah, I'm just
hang
gonna,
myself.
I'm
Look,
just gonna
dude.
inject it directly into my eyeballs.
I'm
and then
so
hang
sick.
myself.
I'm so sick of COVID that I'm willing to talk about Joe Biden and his crazy old ass. Have you seen this nonsense?
What is
All
the
of the
Breakfast Club thing?
nonsense.
Yeah.
What's really
love
funny is that all of a sudden, a whole bunch of Republicans admit that white privilege exists.
Well, 'cause
That's the
now
most
they have to.
entertaining
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
We've got
I
an
love this
opening.
whole
Charlemagne
game.
the God. Hey, white privilege is a thing. Does that make me like? Does that make black people like me now?
Right.
Yeah.
You sure,
Think so.
Joe Biden is like very passive in his stupidity, but Trump is very like aggressive in his
Oh, yeah.
stupidity.
Well,
so,
yeah.
like Biden, because like I think they're both on the same. Like when people are like, "Oh, he's sleepy, he's stupid, he's a gaff machine." It's like they're both gaff machines. Just the problem is that
One
Donald
of them
Trump speaks
popped up.
so much that like, and the other thing too, like, dude, if you make a mistake, just own it. Like you can't be like. And the contentions and conventions, it doesn't work that way. Like you made the wrong call
Yeah.
the first time. Just
You think Reagan wouldn't back up and be like, "Oh, my bad."
yeah, like just you can admit
Yeah,
that you
there's
made
no
a mistake and-
humility there,
Yeah, and
which
whereas
is a
like with Joe
problem.
Biden, it's like he'll get cut off and he's like, "Oh, that's my time." I don't know. I think it's gonna be funny to see them like. It's gonna be fun watching like a guy who doesn't know where he's at. Like, have you seen Donald
like-
Trump on the lawn? Like, it just walks around like an infant that doesn't know how to
Yeah.
walk yet.
It's gonna be like the class president of a high school
I can't
arguing
wait.
with like the head of the athletic
I
like
can't
football team,
Wait
like
for the debate.
team captain. That's what it's
I
gonna
can't
be.
wait for the debate. Not because I think anything good's actually going to come of it,
No,
but I just
nothing
I
Oh,
can't wait.
Listen, the fucking memes.
The memes.
that
Oh,
will
dude.
come
The
from
meme
that
fallout.
shit.
Yeah.
The
in
memes that
general,
are
like-
already happening. Have you seen some of the fucking anti-Biden commercials?
They're rough, man.
Savage,
And
They're
dude.
it's-
rough.
and
And it's not even like they're making shit up. They're just like
They're just-
play the Biden bit. It's like
Yeah.
they play the fucking soundbite, and it's like him just like.
and he's still winning. At least like as of polls of right now, like Donald Trump's losing in most areas. Like
Yeah.
like Biden's leading him by like 12 points right now. Whether or not like I think the only reason why is because people are against like his handling of the coronavirus. So if the economy gets back on track by November, he's going to win again.
Yeah,
But
all
if
the
it- but if it
moderates that aren't
lasts long
letting
enough-
their voices heard right now.
If it lasts long enough, it's gonna actually be like a toss up between the two of them.
I don't think we're gonna have an election at all.
No,
you
probably
weren't
cancel
here
it.
when I told him that.
Yeah, and I didn't listen to it.
I think that it
You
is
think I'm gonna
gonna
listen to 22 minutes of you guys talking about politics? I work with you guys. Fuck no.
That's true.
I listened to 9 minutes and I was like, I'm done.
Well,
Can't.
my thing is like
There's no funnies.
it is going to be dying over the summer, and it is going to come back to some semblance of normalcy. I think just about the time we start going into the fall, when it's going to start making its rounds again.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hardcore, and it's going to be hardcore to the point of, okay, well, not only are we quarantining this time, but we're not going to have the election.
No, we'll still have the
We're
election.
not going to have the election until further notice.
We're still
What
gonna
is
have
it?
the
Isn't
election.
it Texas just allowed vote by mail?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna
think I
happen.
think it's
No
gonna happen.
fucking
Yeah, they
way.
Texas just
They
ruled
just
they're
ruled
going to allow
Texas?
vote by
Yeah.
mail.
allowed vote by mail?
Yeah. Trump is losing his mind over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
Well, I mean, the fact that like of like several like you can look at like at, what is it like 7 to 8 instances of fraud by vote in mail, and like the only main like top story or like the one that like broke the surface was like a Republican throwing away votes, and then they had to redo the actual like vote because like they just fucked it so hard. So it's like if anything, honestly say that if anything, vote by mail would help out Republicans, because then the older folks who can't get to the ballots.
I think it will help them both equally, honestly.
Right. So, like, I don't see why
have
there's
anything
this
Why
big
wouldn't
war
it
about
be?
it.
Like, hey, all of a sudden we're going to make voting easier for everyone? Okay.
Yeah.
Give it to us on our fucking phones, please.
Yeah.
Just
give us an app.
me an app.
Yeah.
A secure... I mean,
Was
dude,
that the name of it? Shadow? What was the name of that one?
Shadow.
Yeah.
The Shadow.
The app that was like notorious during
That was
Oh,
an app.
yeah,
that
that's
was
what it was
the
called.
tech, that was
Yeah,
the tech
well,
firm.
yeah, it
Just
was
get us one of
it was
those.
the
Just get us one of those.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna contest the vote regardless.
Well, right. I mean, there's always going to be the political arguments regardless. Why not make it easier for everyone to vote?
And also, Biden extended Amy Klobuchar, a VP. They're probing her to
No
be
way.
VP. Yeah.
Really?
He had said. Well, he had
He's
said
a few
that-
others as well.
He had
That
said
is
that he
interesting.
hasn't actually gone through the vetting process for anybody yet.
Not yet, no.
No, but I
he had
did.
a
He also
list.
mentioned Val Demings,
Right.
Which,
He
if
is
you'll
on it.
remember, I liked her. I liked the
He's-
cut of her jib during the impeachment shit.
Yeah.
Not that it has anything to do with like, whatever.
Yeah.
I just mean like the way that she
I think
seemed. she stood out to me to the
who
point
the
where I
person
remembered her
is.
name.
I think who the person is matters more to me than what side of the aisle they're on. Or
Oh,
like how
100%.
So like I don't give a shit what her.
Well, that's what I mean.
If
Like
she's a good person
during the
I'm fine with
impeachment
it.
proceedings, like if Mitch McConnell was speaking or if Schiff
She's
was
the girl.
speaking.
She's the girl.
Mitch
that
McConnell's not
is-
going to speak because it's going to take him like 80 goddamn minutes just to say the. Like,
I think Val is the girl that when she voted, she held up the Constitution, didn't she? Like a little copy of the
joke is that
Constitution.
Mitch McConnell.
I
is
don't
a
remember.
fraud.
I think so.
But I just mean that like it's evident that it's evident what
that I was
side
listening
people
to
are on. What's that?
Nothing.
What did you say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
What did you say?
You'll hear it when you got edited.
I
buddy.
know that you didn't say no one's listening to me.
No, I made
Because
a joke
unless I
earlier.
didn't have ears,
I made
that
a-
would be impossible.
I made yeah, I know I'm loud. I made a joke earlier, and then I was just like really quiet about it, and while you guys were talking, and then I was like,
Oh,
no one's
great.
gonna hear this.
Wonderful.
But the joke is that Mitch McConnell's a frog,
Oh, well, yeah.
and now it's not gonna be funny because now it's been ruined. So thank you.
Hey, you know that I can
spoiling
cut
the
stuff
joke.
out, right?
Yeah, I mean we do.
but
have-
not this.
I'm not going to cut this out.
No, of course not,
Okay.
because nobody's on my side here.
Oh, my God.
All right, Trump.
Yeah, I just got a wiener in my mouth.
That was really funny.
Kind of hard to hear what I'm saying when there's a goddamn wiener in my mouth.
That was really funny because it was unexpected. I didn't think Cody would go that hard in the paint. I was just doing my thing, and he was like occasionally saying stuff at the end, and I was like, "Damn, dude."
I did appreciate that you said "fuck that bell."
Oh yeah.
did.
Well, I did my best.
Yeah,
That's the best that you're getting from me.
Oh, don't worry.
What was
I'll
I-
bring it
what
in
were we
twice
talking
as hard
about?
today? Like you
Val
should give it twice as hard to that bell.
Val Demings. Can I please make the point that I tried to make
Sure, I
2.5 minutes ago?
I guess I'm not the boss here. You can do whatever you want.
When both sides of the aisle were going back and forth during the impeachment proceedings, it was very evident that party played a big part in everything that most of them were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And there were certain people, i.e. Mitt Romney, who were acting as true representative, what I felt and what appeared to me to be true representatives of the people, in that they were taking it seriously and not making it about party.
Yeah.
Right.
Val Demings was one of those people because I remembered her name. When we were watching it together, I was like, I like this lady. She seems to be being very objective about this. And she was on the left. She's a Democrat. So
Yeah.
you would expect, the Pelosi Schiff
The
type rhetoric,
immediate-
but
yeah.
it wasn't there with her. And I was like, I respect that. Just like I respect Romney. So, either Val Demings or Klobuchar changes things substantially from
Whoever
her
he picks as VP is
the fall.
depending. Like that's what's.
Well, you
gonna
said he's
sway
going to
my
pick a
vote.
woman,
Yeah.
which I'm like happy and sad about because it's like you should pick somebody based on who's best
The
for the job.
qualification. Yeah, I don't
But
like
I'm
it
also-
because it's just like they always scream about identity politics,
Right.
and that's like you're literally that is
Right,
identity
exactly. Like
politics.
you're picking somebody based on the color of their skin or their gender or
Yeah.
their race. Like like that's
which there are plenty
which
of
is
them to
look,
pick from
yeah,
in the
I get,
pool.
right, and I get that that's already rampant. So this is not one to be like. I'm not like this is not the hill I want to die on, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think what would be in his best interest from a political standpoint would be to pick somebody of mixed descent that's also a woman.
Yeah.
I think that would get him especially after the Breakfast Club fiasco.
Yeah,
That would help him get back a lot of people who are like, our vote's not just a given. You don't just get to say like just because we're black we're going to vote democratically and you've automatically got our vote. You can't just assume that.
It's so funny because that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was saying when the primary started, when
Yeah.
they were going to Carolina, and Joe Biden said, "I don't have to campaign there," and then I already won it.
Yeah.
And that was before.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I was saying
yeah.
like
That's bullshit.
that's
If you don't vote
bullshit.
for Biden,
He's
you
literally-
ain't black. It's like, dude, you're
he's
white.
Literally
You can't say
telling,
that.
He's
That's
literally
not
telling
something
me
you can
in
say.
the entirety of like Carolina that I don't have to work for your vote.
yeah.
I already got it.
But I mean, is it any worse than saying that like all Mexicans are rapists?
No, it's not.
know what I mean? So
But
it's
one
like,
doesn't
again,
excuse the
yeah,
other.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Well, that's-
it's in a party of lesser of two evils
Yeah.
right now.
That's what's so sad is that it would be so fucking easy for the left to get people on their side. Mm-hmm. But
It's so easy.
But they refuse to. It's like the Republicans piss people off and they know it and they're proud of it. The liberals piss people off and act like they're doing you a favor, and it's
Yeah.
like that's pompous and I don't like it.
I'd rather just know that you know that you're pissing me off.
Although
Yeah.
I think to be fair though, like the majority of Democrats don't feel that way. I
That's
think
true.
like the DNC, but like by and large, like people are like, oh yeah, they rigged it, they stole it from Bernie. It's like, no, he just didn't get the vote.
Yeah.
Like he was losing by like 15 points in a state he was supposed to win against Joe Biden. It's like he's not
Yeah.
going to win.
Right.
Like so,
Yeah.
no matter how loud, it's the same with like flat earthers, man. Like they're loud on the internet, sure,
Right.
but that doesn't mean that they're right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good way to leave things off. Everybody should know that flat earthers are not right.
Yeah.
So
But even if you are a flat earther,
make sure that
can
you
fuck
follow
that
us
bell.
on
Send us an
Facebook
email.
Yeah.
and
Send us an email about
and
how you fucked
Facebook
that bell.
and,
Let's do it like
Twitter
Penthouse
and
forum
Instagram
style.
at No
Like
Big
just,
Banana.
like just give us a detailed
and
description
send us
of how you
emails
did
at
it. So we can
nobigbanana
make a
at
publication about
gmail.com.
fucking bells.
And
It can all be the same bell.
he's making it scientific, isn't he? Is that what's happening over here?
I'm talking about like Penthouse forum. Like send us an email about how you fucked that bell.
Oh, okay, yeah. Don't
Because
do
it's
that.
Chaz's email,
No,
so he's
'cause
the
I'm
only
not
one who's gonna read
I'm
it.
not gonna read it.
Yeah, you will.
I really don't check it as often as I should,
Yeah, you
but
probably
maybe
should.
that's because you guys need to send more.
Yeah.
Send more
About
emails
fucking
and
that
stuff
bell.
so that I can
You need to
read
fuck
them.
bell. There is a bell. I saw it.
Is there really?
Yes, and I clicked and I fucked that bell.
I don't know.
I
if
almost said I
believe
clicked that
you.
bell,
There
but
is
no,
a
I fucked that bell. There is a bell.
There's a bell,
So since
guys.
there's a bell, you should fuck it.